Hello everybody, welcome back to Icarus. This is going to be arguably episode 4, as episode 3 was in 2 parts. We're going to try and do something a little bit different in this one because the last few episodes have been very much the same. So to show you what we're doing, I'm going to go into New, and we're going to go into Missions again, and Olympus. And then instead of doing these sort of simpler missions, we're actually going to try one of the new missions. This one here, Agricultural Supply Stockpile, which apparently is really interesting. It gives a good reward, 250 Ren, and I'll come back to the Ren in a second. I'm not sure how long this mission is going to take us to achieve, but I plan to try and take out some of the grindiness, so we'll concentrate more on the actual mission, and we'll try and show you how we can achieve that. I'm told by my tutors that we can achieve it, so we're going to give that one a try. Again, I'm not going to join it through here. We're going to join it on TekCoLab's computer, and therefore to get co-op, obviously. If you were doing single player, then you would be joining it through that. Before I do that though, we have earned 200 Ren, as you can see up here, and a lot of discussion on what we could do with our 200 Ren. This suit is quite nice. It gives you a slot for water and oxygen and suit modules. The problem is we don't have any suit modules yet and can't get any. And for water we need, I think, a leather pouch, which I can't get yet either. So I'm going to skip that. The consensus is one of the best things early game, depending on how you play, would be the knife, the MXC knife. Some of you may prefer to go for instance, a pickaxe, especially if you're playing single player. It allows you to mine better resources than you can get with a standard either stone, bone or iron. So you might want to go for that. The consensus is the wood chopper axe, not really required. The fire whacker is a bit of a waste of money, and so it goes on. Spear maybe if you're a spear person. But I think the knife is the most useful because hopefully we'll get more resources back from... There we go. Yeah, more resources back from carcasses and that sort of thing, and that's always going to be a help. So to make use of it, we're going to we're going to need to make one. So click to craft. Okay, yes, I'm going to craft it, and now it should appear in the loadout there. So all I need to do is to remember when I start the mission I need to drop that off. So I'll just quickly show you that. So missions, Olympus, and this one.
ACS might have all the tech in the
and
world.
Claim Prospect takes me to another screen, and on that next screen I would move the part over.
They're
So
building a new station up here.
I'm not going to listen to all of that. You can listen to that if you want to. That's essentially all we're doing, and obviously I'll be doing it by joining a game. So I'll bring you back once I get into that game and we'll pick it up from there.
When you're working for the ACS, you always know where you stand. You're a tool.
Make sure I get my knife.
They're building new facilities in orbit and need help on the ground. Someone who can source raw materials, process them, and get them up to space in one piece without getting dead. Sure
So
sounds
funny.
like you,
I,
so
what? I'm
check your
outside
hub
of
and
my...
roll out.
Wow.
Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
you came down on the outside of your pod.
You just wanted the scenic view.
There you go.
This is gonna hurt. I'm probably gonna die from just falling from this.
It's not too high.
Oh, nope, okay. Yeah, I hit the E button as I was coming down.
Oh.
And I was actually floating above my pod. And then I hit the unstuck button and found myself on top of my pod.
Oh dear. Well, there we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Icarus. As you can see, we're having a few teething problems at the moment with extra pod experiences. I don't know what to call that. So, yeah, we decided to do the supply acquisition mission, and Dave's going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, thanks. Welcome. Put you guys up on my screen as well here. So I do know this is one that can be a really frustrating mission, but can be a really valuable one if you just know a couple little hints. So we're not going to say too much, but if you look at the map, I guess I'll pull everybody off for a second while we're looking at mine. You can see just down southwest of us there, we have 1 point on the map as a marker, and you can see farming shipment and hunting shipment are our mission objectives. So travel to the map location for those two. The one hint we will say is I suggest going to the southwest one and setting up your base there. You can watch us to know what you need to gather, because you can see right now on the missions, it doesn't tell you what to gather. When you get there, it will. I am going to go ahead myself and travel up to the northeast one so that it will trigger the pod and tell us what we need to bring. And I believe, Mozo, you and Paw were going to start working your way towards the southwest and starting on that base. And then I think as we get there, we'll probably do a better job. But
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to gather the types of things in the southwest. So my suggestion is just go there, getting everything you need, and then head to the northeast at the end with your final delivery. And then it becomes a much more efficient mission. But I like this mission a lot because we're going to learn a lot of things, in what we're gathering, I think, that we haven't quite done yet. It said farming. We really haven't done any farming yet. We've certainly done hunting, so that's nothing new. But it gives you a chance to spend some time while you're farming, building up a base, learning about other mechanics in the process. So yeah, as we work through that, I think everybody will see all the extra things that we learn in a mission like this, and I highly recommend it. But like I said, if you go up to the northeast, I'll just be honest, there aren't much animals, so it's a hunting mission and there aren't many animals around, and it can get a bit tiresome as you're running around begging to see a deer. So that's the main reason I just say to skip the northeast. And so folks know, we did end up deciding to go ahead and do this in hard mode. I'll just be upfront about that. So you're going to get a little bit more perception out of wolves and things, and a slightly higher spawn rate. But I think with 3 of us, it'll be more than manageable. For those doing this single, of course you can make that decision for yourself.
Muzzle, back up. Back up. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Get in the water.
Oh. Yeah, I think maybe hard was a step too far, don't you?
Maybe so. Well, we need our better bows, that's for sure. We really need to get a crafting bench made. I'm even thinking about just putting one in a cave here.
Yeah, everything hates me.
Well, and the reason that one attacked us is because the baby was like right next to you.
Yeah.
And the mother was way far away, but because the baby was there, it saw you.
And you're going to come and revive me now, and this bear is going to attack you.
Oh, crap. Oh, my God. No, I'm not.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Man, I got to tell you, there's an awful lot of meat down here.
Well, I figured that would help the problem, but maybe it's helping it a little too much.
So I'm going to cut all these deaths out, and then I'm going to look like a hero. See how many wild animals I brought you, Pawtu.
Yeah, a lot. We're gonna do base right here.
Okay.
And remember,
right
Pawtu,
here
when
is
you're
the pod.
making it, go ahead and do it a second story up off of the
Yeah.
pillars,
Yeah, that's cool.
like we used to do.
Alright, so you want me to craft some stuff then? Oh, my inventory is full.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, you
Some
can drop
berries.
sticks and all of those things.
Yes, just don't really want raw food on my hotbar. That's recipe for disaster. Right, so it's going to have to be thatch, I think, is it? Because I'm not sure. Can I unlock stone? Do we do stone or?
You can go to wood for sure. I would recommend wood at least. Stone, I believe, is level 15, all the way on the bottom right there. Tier 2 it would be, but wood you see on the bottom right now.
Ah, right, okay. So wood beam, wood floor, wood wall, wood door. Don't need that. Where's the roof? Wood roof ramp. Yeah. Maybe some stairs. Okay. So that's thatch. Don't want thatch. Where's wood? Wood, wood, wood. Thatch, 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 thatch. Didn't I just unlock wood? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need wood for wood, strangely. That's crazy thought, isn't it?
Isn't it wild?
Right, I've got way too much of that.
Alright, I got 2 beds made.
That's
Here's
what I
some
need.
wood, Mozo.
Okay, I've got 29 fur, so that's a start. Don't need that, don't need that, will need that. More sticks, and yet more sticks.
I threw 2 things of wood, so 150 wood or 130 wood, something like that at your feet.
Right, okay, sorry, still just trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing here. So that's raw meat, that's not, that can go in there.
And I found corn.
More spoiled meat.
Nice.
Stone, spoiled plants. Wood. Okay. Right. Crafting. Wood beams. How many wood beams do we want?
Quite a few, because we're going to go up. So we're going to extend it out into the water.
Oh.
And probably, I don't know, what do you think? 3 by 4?
Yeah, probably. Sometimes I go a little wider in this one, and then I put the crop plots up on the roof, so you could go a lot wider, but you can eventually expand it too later.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here, so I'll just place it and...
Yeah, once you start with the one, then you can kind of go, there you go.
Yep.
And for every one that you're doing, stack a second one on top of it.
Okay. You said 3 by 4, so that's 2. That's going to be huge.
No, it's really going to be small.
That's 3. Wood beam. Can't figure this out. What was that? That's 4, that's 8, so 1, 8, 16. No, I haven't got enough wood.
I got 8 beams here, or 6 beams. I forgot I made.
So this is going to be the base that we're setting up, building it out, giving it plenty of size, just because, well, apparently we need grow plots and all sorts of other stuff. Right, more trees needed. And I haven't yet made, and that's very, very careless of me, I should have made a torch. That one, I believe.
Did you take into the
wood torch? Yeah, I got a wood torch, and I did get some sulfur on the way over. So there we go. Oh gosh, that's bright, and apparently I'm stuck. Thank you. So yeah, going to try and do a bit of building in this episode because we do need to set up a sort of a base. Apparently, we're going to need. Well, tell us, what are we going to need? Lots of stuff, including veggies. Left-hand side of the screen. I put there's some dark behind it. Listed items. So we need 300 carrots, 250 pumpkins, 100 watermelons, 400 berries. That should be easy enough.
Berries, a piece of cake. The rest, not so much.
Those greedy people up on the space station up there.
And I would like to sleep, or I'm just otherwise going to start running.
Sleep is overrated.
That's what I was going to say.
See how this works. Oh, I did have to drink it. I was hoping if I held the water container that I would just pick up the water. Not necessarily drink it and get sick, but I didn't get sick.
Oh, it wants to put this on in a silly direction. What's that? 6 more? Deselected it. Strange. The multiple button press doesn't really work, does it? Oh, is that
It worked for me.
I was pressing 77777 to make like lots of them, but
no, unfortunately not. Yeah, it's usually easier to just pick and craft the quantity you want, unless you know you just want one at a time.
Oh, I made the wrong one.
That's alright, go ahead.
Hang on, I'll get it right in a minute.
You're alright.
Crafting, wood. No, yeah, I'm out of wood. That's why.
That's why.
Yeah, I'll just stick one of those up for now then. Now I've got 2 because I just made another.
Oh, it's not saying I'm near a fire. Okay.
Well, that
Did my fire? Ah, my fire went out.
I see some more building going on.
Yeah, the go up there and go out that door. That'll be the shooting platform, which it'll be all the way around the base. I just haven't got that far.
Here's the sulfur deep mine. I don't think we'll need that, and as much as we want sulfur. Oh, this is slow going, but I hope it's worth it for how much sulfur I'm bringing. I think you do need wood for the crop plots. You can always look in the tech tree if you want to see what they take.
Sulfur and wood.
Yep, so wood is probably a good one to pile up. You can make the textile bench, that way you can make backpacks. That's another nice one.
I'm keeping an eye on my buddy here because he's building things.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Fun to see how it all goes together.
That's health and safety issue, that is.
Nah. There's a railing there. You can't see it.
Okay, so these crop plots, I haven't teched into yet. I take it they're just
I actually just teched into it.
are they tier 2?
Yes, tier 2.
They are, yes.
Okay.
Little to your right.
Rain reservoir.
The square-looking things you'll see to your right more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wooden crop plots.
Yep.
So 8 wood, 10 sulfur. Okay.
I would go ahead and go down and start making some more. Line this top with crop plots, and we'll fill them with pumpkins and watermelons and berries and stuff.
Okay. Did you want some carrots?
Yes, actually. So we'll have to have more crop plots. I already filled these.
Oh, I was dropping them on the floor. Oh, you've used them. Okay. I'll pick them back up again. I just happened to find a load. Right, so wood and sulfur.
Yep, the sulfur's already in the crafting bench.
Okay, I'll put the carrots, the watermelons in the storage crate here.
Okay.
With some pumpkins. And I will go find some more stuff. Any normal person would stay in when there's a storm happening.
Yep. We're not normal.
Well, there's some more crop plots for you to water there, alright.
Nice.
So, we need even more crop plots.
Alright. This is how much I appreciate you, Paw. I'm throwing bone on the ground for you.
Oh, that's rare.
That is. Getting rid of bone.
So there's some rocks up in the distance there that are actually brown, not grey. Is that like a desert biome or something?
Yep.
Yep, that's right. So if we felt like it while we're
No.
waiting for crops to grow,
No.
we could...
No.
I know, I've been the instigator too much already.
You keep getting me into trouble.
And so we do need to be cooking meat. You can see we need 600 cooked meat. What I did find in the past is just having a fair amount of just fires just outside. You can kind of take all of your plain meat and go ahead and, you know, start throwing those in the fire. And then the nice thing is, and the viewers should definitely know this, is the pods act like refrigerators.
Oh, right.
So
Okay, so once it's in there, it doesn't spoil.
spoils. So-
Yeah, okay.
So as soon as you cook the meat, just drop it in that pod. Even though this pod is not the one where you put the meat, we can
Right.
use it as a refrigerator for now.
Okay. So I could do the same with
forgot.
berries then, presumably. I could get the berries in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Now the thing about that though is when you put the berries in there, and once you get the amount, the ones you put in there will disappear. Obviously, it'll give us our check mark for berries, and you
Right.
can still put them in there, but
Yeah, there's no need to put any more. We can actually use the berries then in the composter, would be my
Right.
recommendation.
Gotcha. Okay. So we can stick all of those in.
But yeah, the cooked meat I think is what's going to start to catch up with us for sure. So the more you can do some hunting here or there.
Yeah.
We'll find the veggies will start happening pretty fast.
Found a bear.
Oh, good.
You want it?
No.
You sure?
Yes, please.
It's all for you. Just
You
make
sure?
you watch your stamina.
I think Pawtu was trying to make a point that I need to lose some weight by making me run all the way around the base every time I go to the ceiling.
No, nope. I didn't say a word.
Okay, right.
Alright,
So-
so get pull out the repair hammer.
Bear hammer is number 2. Yeah.
Hold R.
Hold R against the post, yeah?
It don't
Oh.
matter
Oh, okay.
for right now. Now just click on the stone wall.
Stone wall. That one.
Yep, click
Yeah.
that one.
Okay, I did.
Okay, let off R.
Yeah.
Okay, now right click that pole in front of you.
Ah.
Now just do
okay.
that. And now, so long as you do not go off the repair hammer, it will stay on stone. So you can just go through and click away.
Got you.
Now the floor pieces you have in your inventory are for the ceiling.
Right.
And the reason you have to start out with the poles is because if you do not, wood does not have the structural durability to hold all the weight above it. So we have to move it to stone so that it can have the ability to hold the stone ceiling that we're going to put in.
Somebody's building.
Yeah, I'm just messing with stuff. I have never messed with it, so I'm
Alright.
trying it.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at that in the tech tree. We could do a little venture down south if we felt like it.
Now's not a good time. So, cooked meat is progressing. Oops, wrong button.
We should make that skinning bench since you mentioned it, because we'll get more meat out of it.
Yes.
We may want to expand the base a little bit.
Fires keep going out because of the damn rain. Although that's done anyway. Yeah, so in the refrigerator, you need to scroll down in the refrigerator because I've moved the meat that we can eat out of sight.
Okay.
So,
Now these are kind of cool.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I haven't messed with any of it. They brought it out not too long ago. I just never teched into it.
No, I presume like everything it takes damage. What's the durability like on it? Has it got a lot of hit points?
I honestly do not know.
Yeah, it just shows you percentage.
So we're nearly halfway on carrots. We're over halfway on pumpkins. We're 3/4 of the way on watermelon, and we've got the berries.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of venturing out and hunting, unfortunately.
yeah,
Back to
so
hunting being the thing.
I didn't see how much cooked meat there is, but I think there's a stack of 20. So we've probably got about 100 cooked meat.
I think there's 100 something.
Yeah.
So yeah, just over 100 maybe.
So we're 1/6 of the way there on cooked meat. So just the fur and the leather. So maybe 2 skinning benches, and we'll just go out and bring everything back. And then
Yeah, one's probably fine. It's a near instantaneous
oh,
process.
is it right? Okay.
Let's let Mozo enjoy the experience of
Le desert biome.
Dang it.
And
Oh, I just about shot your buffalo, Dave.
oh, you're fine. No, I got the zebra. The levels on these are pretty good. So the desert can be a good place to level up.
I don't know what that water icon was. It
No.
just come up.
And because you can see typically pretty far in the distance, you have much less of a tendency of getting snuck up on.
I think Mozo needs to go pet the elephants.
Yeah, right.
Well, I suppose one way of getting fur.
We may have wanted to bring backup knives.
I've got an iron knife with me, so
Yeah, we may have to resort to stone
Yeah.
or bone.
Bone. Yeah. So try Mozo. It's kind of fun when you get to learn the mechanics. See if you can't kill that buffalo from here with a one shot.
just looking at the fur. Actually, I've only got 7 fur. So,
Yeah.
which buffalo am I looking at?
Just off in the distance there, kind of the bigger one to the right.
Oh, antelope.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Kind of looks like a water buffalo, but.
There you go.
Did a kill cam for you?
Yeah.
Yep.
I fired one arrow which completely missed, and then the next one I got.
Yeah. It's funny, you just see them all dying as I'm looking.
All falling over.
Oh, now I've got something.
Yeah, heat stroke.
Yeah.
Too hot.
And hyperthermia, wow. So I'm actually taking damage now with hyperthermia.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So I think you can make a base. I believe that actually helps with heat.
Yeah, not worth it. We're nearly out now.
Yeah.
360 cooked meat.
Yeah, so we're getting there.
We're over halfway.
Yeah.
And there's more coming. Take some of that cooked bacon and...
I love this talent.
That's it. You got everything.
Oh, did you...
That
Okay.
wasn't so hard,
No,
was it?
no, no, no. Oh, no.
All
What?
that cooked meat.
No.
Damn it.
All the cooked meat just shot away to space.
Oh. And it didn't... Yeah, it doesn't mark it off on that one. Damn.
Damn it.
Oh, no.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I didn't either until he said, no, no, no. Crap.
Well, I say before I was saying I'm not sure why we're wasting our time making platinum stuff because we're nearly there. We just need a little bit more, was it fur? And then the thing took off and it's like, now we need platinum tools so that we can quickly get as much meat as possible. So it's probably a good job you started it early.
Yeah. Got lucky.
But I mean, I can't blame Pawtu for that because I never even considered the possibility that it would take off the second that the veggies were done. So,
Well, the bad thing is I know that. I just didn't think about it.
well, it happens.
Yeah.
So 10 raw meat and 7 gamey meat. So it's the raw meat that we want, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, if we made the kitchen bench, we could make every bit of meat into raw meat.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. Okay, let's definitely do that.
Yeah.
That was a new thing. I've never even... That's right.
I don't
yeah.
even know if I'm teched into the kitchen bench.
I did.
I'm sorry, the cooking bench, not the kitchen bench.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
the tier 2 one.
If it's achievable at my level, I can do it. I've got
Yeah. It should be just tier 2.
16 points. I got.
Yeah, tier 2.
Cooking station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's fiber, sticks, stone, and 4 iron ingots.
Should have that in the small smelter.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's because we're up here. He can't get us, so he's going.
Hi. Oh.
Hurry up, Dave!
Ah! Where are the doors? Where's the door? There's the door. Huh. Actually seems to work pretty well.
So it is
What's
taking.
the health of it?
It is taking
80%?
damage.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Why is he coming after me?
Yeah, it's holding up.
Nice.
Yeah, it really didn't take that much damage either.
Open the gate, Dave.
I'm just gonna steal
shit.
all your arrows.
Okay, so when you open the gate, you fall down. Don't
Oh,
fall
right.
on top of it.
Okay.
You're right, floating.
Was not floating. Yeah, that defense actually isn't terrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it's expensive to make, but
Is it?
Is it? Yeah.
because it takes some of it takes like the gate takes it's either iron ingots or nails. I can't remember which. And then the fence itself takes the other. So it's a little expensive. And then the boardwalk takes nails.
Whew, that was a lot of work. So I brought you back in here so that you can see what we had to achieve. This is the base that we've thrown together, and I'll hopefully show you clips of that being pieced together. There was another pod here, and you can see in the mission on the left, if I put some dark background, you can see that we've completed the farming shipment, which was all the vegetables. Now, we did make a bit of a boo-boo. We were using the pod as a refrigerator to keep all our meat in. And unfortunately, when we put the last vegetable in, the pod shot off into space and we lost all the meat. So we've had to play a bit of catch-up, haven't we?
Yeah.
Consequently, we've been out killing and getting lots of stuff. We have another hut here, which is just full of fires, so that they will stay lit when it rains. That's its only purpose. We were experimenting with these fortifications, which seem to be quite effective against a bear. That was Pawtu's little experiment. And inside the base here, you can see we have a lot of equipment now and more fires. I don't think it would be any help for me to go through every item and what it does, because I probably couldn't remember anyway. But essentially, skinning bench meant we got more resources off animals that we were able to put on skinning bench. Cooking station allows us to convert like prime meats and things into the sort of meat, the raw meats that we needed for the mission. Also, lots of other stuff you'll see on my hotbar, including more rotten food, which I really don't need. So, yes, the culmination of all of this, really, was to allow us to A, get what we needed, and B, catch up for all the meat that we lost, including the, was it platinum? We had iron, we had steel. Did we use the aluminium? Don't remember.
Aluminum, not for tools. So yep, it's iron, then steel, then platinum, and then there's one more titanium that we can't do.
So lots and lots of stuff, an entire base build-up. Now, the fridges here we had to build in order to store this meat. It doesn't stop the meat going off, but it does slow it down. And we need both of those fridges full of meat, which Tech, you're going to carry, and you've got a little bit more on you to replace the stuff that degrades. Pawtu, you're carrying all the fur. You can see that in your inventory. I think you were just on it. Yeah, there you go. So you got all the fur. And I'm going to take all of this leather.
And you can see in here we got steel oxygen tanks, which was another benefit when we were able to get to level 20 in the machining bench, is we could start making things out of steel.
Right.
But in order to smelt steel, you make it in the mortar and pestle, what they call steel bloom, but you need this concrete furnace behind you. So there's a lot of barrier that you can't really get to until you make this concrete furnace. And then that's how you get the aluminum, the steel, the platinum, and you smelt all of that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to see if we got any food left. Grab some food. Consume that. Actually, I'm going to take a bit more of that with me.
Flatbread would be great for a run.
Yeah, just take it all, Mozo.
Yeah?
If you want.
Okay, you've got what you need on you, have you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's just stick the bone down there and take the flatbreads. And stick the fur down there. And I'll take that as well. I think it should boost me up. And I might be able to have a berry as well. So we've got...
I was going to say eat the flatbread. It's better than the berry.
Oh, is it replaced the berry? Okay. Yeah, we've got a long run now. We've got to go from where we are down here in the southwest, all the way back up past my pod, up to this place up here. To get there, basically we've got to do an S shape. So I'm actually going to put the mark at the entrance to that bit. Tech, you've got a mark on the map where you went to get ice for the fridges, I believe.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Take that off.
Okay, so let me double check. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stacks of 100. Gives me 1200 leather. You've got 1200 fur, and you've got, well, in excess of 600 meat.
600 plus meat.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I'll point out as you're packing up to go, because this is our first mission where we had the MXC knife, it's extremely important to remember that anything you came down with from space, you have to bring it back.
Yep, which is this broken one here.
Yeah, sometimes you carry it around. Mine I put in a crate, I have a tendency to do. And so the nice thing is, at least on my screen, you can kind of see it, but it says owned by Tech. So I can see that that one is mine.
Right.
So you want to bring your own back. You don't want to bring somebody else's back.
But that is doable. You can take somebody else's, and it will return to them.
Right.
I wouldn't say that anymore, Paul. Actually, because of the decentralization, I don't think that's the case anymore.
You never know.
Oh, yeah. May not.
Okay.
Although there is, whenever you're looking at your inventory, on the right side, there is a claim and unclaim box.
Yeah, I went back in space. You can kind of look at it, but it's still, I would bring back your own for sure.
Just while you're sorting that out, I'm just going to quickly pop up onto the roof because I didn't show you guys, in order to get all the vegetables, which was stacks and stacks and stacks, we had to make all of these growing plots. Obviously we were out picking them as well, but we needed so many more. We had all of these growing plots full, and I'll hopefully have showed you a little clip of at least some of them growing anyway. So yeah, that was a lot of work and has taken a long time to get to this stage. But I think, are we ready? Are we ready to run away? Oh, you're still in there, sorry.
Sure, I have enough space. I don't know that I'm going to have enough space for all the meat, though.
I got some space left.
Do you? Okay.
Take what you can, and then I'll take if there's any left.
Yeah, there's some in this back fridge still. And I
Okay.
mean, I could make more room if we need more room.
Well, likewise, I can take all of those.
I think that's everything. Yeah.
Don't know
should
where
be
that
pretty good now.
where that last stack went, but I've got 3 stacks of 20 and 1 stack of 14 on me. So
Yep. Yeah,
Right.
I think we're doing pretty well now.
we should skedaddle then, because this is all going to rot as we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I've got 160 on me.
Well, we can always top up when we get there, can't we? So, you know, if there's something to kill. Once we put it in the pod will act as a refrigerator, so any meat that we actually manage to get there should be safe. So if we're a little bit short, we should be able to make that up.
And another thing, I will own my decision to put us on hard mode. We do think that the quantities are higher than you would see if you were on normal mode. I'm not 100% sure of that. But, Paw, you got a Moa chasing you. So, that made it even harder for us.
So yeah, so quantities on hard mode would be less. On normal mode, you wouldn't have so much of a problem. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so while we get more credit, we did have to put more work for it.
Yeah,
So, not
yeah.
necessarily sure it's worth the trade-off.
Well, and we should mention the
but again-
reason you did hard mode was because the payment is better. You get
Exactly, yeah.
a much better payment for it.
You'll see from beginning to end, you know, we've all made pretty significant progress in our leveling up now, so it was successful for us in that way.
Yeah, I got up to level 18, which 20 would have been better, but 18 is pretty good. And here we are. Here's the other pod with a wolf right next to it because it's full of raw meat, no doubt. Oh, missed.
Nice. Well, if we need more meat, it's laying right next to it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'll get the meat in there first because that's obviously important. And 561, 601, perfect.
Look at that, we got plenty of meat.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then 2 lanes of leather.
For my money,
There we are.
that's all of us.
Perfect.
You're good to head back to orbit.
And off it goes.
Shot off fast.
Yeah,
That is mission complete.
mission complete. We
Alright.
just now need to head back to our pods, which is
Yeah.
going to be running about much the same as you've already seen, so I'm not going to bore you with that. And we'll just leg it back down there.
And since we're in a server, I don't have to be the last one to leave if anyone else wants to watch.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, we didn't actually explain that for this mission we had switched to a server.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it is kind of nice if you keep the server running, then you have the ability that anybody can jump in and do some offline work. And I think knowing that this was going to be a little bit of a grind, that was the thinking. But in the end of the day, we all did it as a team, which is
Yeah.
always nice.
So I should put my knife in the dropship cargo, yeah?
You did it.
My broken, my
Icarus is a wide place, but
my MXC.
it ain't got nothing on you.
Is that right, yeah?
ACS,
Don't keep it.
You can just keep it on on yourself. Sorry, Pawtu was shooting me.
Oh, right, okay.
You can keep it anywhere. Doesn't matter where the knife goes.
Can't prove it.
Consume some of that. Okay. Right, well, thank you very much, guys. I look forward to editing this one down.
Definitely been a mission.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for tagging along. Those of you who stuck with us, thank you very much. We'd very much appreciate your likes and especially your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, if you want to see more, please subscribe. TeCoLab's perspective view is in the description underneath each video. So if you want to go and see how he's doing the game, far better than me, you can do that. But thank you, Pawtu. Thank you, Tech. we'll see you on the next one. But as of yet, we don't know what that one's going to be all about. Anyway, take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.